Welcome to the tripod. Welcome to the tripod.
Hello, pretzels, and welcome back to the tripod. Caesar is late. We got sticks here. We're just gonna jump right into it. It's NXT, folks. Wesley versus Dragunov kicks off the show. It's about checks and championships, Vic. These two about to kill each other. Dragunov chopped the soul out of Wes. German's Wes on announce table. Wes went from black broccoli to tiki torch with his hairdo. Jesus, wind up lariat destroys Wes. Wes tries the cardiac kick, but Dragunov tries the counter, but Wes counters the counter with the DDT. Wes kicks out of Dragunov's murder elbow, the H-bomb, I guess it's called, but not the second one. Dragunov wins. Fatality. Mello comes out shouting and pointing. The king of the kickoffs. NXT knows how to start a show, Sticks. What did you think of Wesley versus Dragunov?
Man, I tell you what, NXT with another banger of an opener. I was wondering if they were going to have this be the lead off, or they're going to save it for the main event. Well, they went ahead and shot their shot right at the beginning. Beautiful match. I mean, we talked about last week. We've talked about, seems like every other episode, how Dragunov is just making match of the years with people. And I mean, we talked about famous one gave Jan Maker his greatest match he ever had. Him, and you give him people that are legit, really good wrestlers to go with him. They will put on 5-star Tokyo Dome style matches. This was another one. I mean, this was awesome. Wesley, you thought he was going to hit the cardiac kick. Nope. The first H-bomb, you're like, wow, this is going to be a short one. I mean, we're going to get done. We're going to still be able to hit. Well, Cesar probably was like, I can still hit the streets and get home and be able to get in bedtime and get up early for work. But no, kicked out of it. Just a hell of a banger of an opener for NXT. And like you said, they're the king of the kickoff. So, I mean, this was a beautiful, beautiful match.
Well, let's be honest. Cesar watched this morning. He's trying to squeeze all the fucking wrestling he can, because I know he was out having a good old time last night with the Fujiweight Championship. It is now in the possession of one Big Harpe. But moving on, my only gripe with that match, like you said, it was kind of short. Like, man, I wish it would have been a little bit longer. Like, had it been on a takeover, perhaps it would have been a little bit longer. They would have gave a little bit more time, because they had a lot of show to fit into this week. But yeah, it was a great fucking match.
Well, yeah, like you said, I mean, having a really good match like that start off, you almost kind of have to go short, because then you don't know how the rest of the show is going to go. I mean, if you would have had that as like the main event, I guess the only gripe would have been if you would have swapped the main event in this match around, then you could have gave it the right amount of time for it to breathe, and the right amount of time it justifiably needed. But I mean, we kind of understand why they had the match that they had as the main event.
And there's only one thing that could have followed this. That's right. It was the Braun Breaker White Khali recap. Because again, nothing could have followed that. So they slowed the show down. Rightfully so. It was just a recap. It showed the cross-eyed kid shoving Braun around. It's a minor skull fracture. He's being monitored. They're building this story up. Again, okay, whatever. Are you anymore? I mean, it was kind of shocking, but I don't care for White Khali to come back and get his comeuppance. He's gonna throw him through a table. Whoop-de-doo, Basil. Like, it's like, what do you think?
Well, like I said last week, in that match they had, you had three things going on in that match that none of us really cared about. You had the repackaging of Baron Corbin, Jan Maker heel, and the face turn of White Khali. And all three are striking out. The only thing that was going through my head when they were showing the replay of that, and you hear the steel steps, was a certain announcer, I believe, for a nice little program that's on this same fine channel, Mr. Tenkana, that always would say, these fucking steps, these goddamn steps. That's the only thing I had going through my head when they saw the replay. When they kept cramming that replay. It's like Tenkana going, these fucking steps, these goddamn steps. But no, I mean, I'm just like you said, this was the perfect spot for this because there wasn't anything that was going to follow that up that was going to have enough momentum to keep you kind of interested. So why not go ahead and put that hot garbage recap right after that match?
Speaking of hot garbage, Baron Corbin to the ring, calls out Braun Breaker, praises Braun for crushing White Khali's skull. Braun said he ended White Khali's career because White Khali tabled him. Corbin says, big whoop. I retired 2 Olympic gold medalists. Braun don't care. He wants to face Corbin at no mercy. They slap each other. Brawl ensues. Pull apart. Again, man. Really? Besides Corbin's song, I just killed some time. What'd you think, Stick?
Like you said, I mean, this was a nice little follow-up of the entree, the appetizer of hot garbage with more hot garbage. And the only thing you could think of is they're wanting to test Braun with some main roster people. And it seems like they trust Baron enough with a lot of young guys and upcoming guys to see, like, he's kind of like the litmus test for some of these guys. Like, are they going to be able to swim or not? So, I mean, I guess we're going to see how good Braun Maker is and what potential he has whenever they call him up to the main roster.
That being said, let's welcome local tripod drunk to the podcast. Coming out of some parts of Virginia, Big Carpe, screen not operable. We can already tell how this is gonna go. There we go, video working. He's rocking his Sunday Night Skeet shirt with the price tag still on the shoulder.
Yep.
That's how we do it here on the tripod, folks. Caesar, what were your thoughts on Wesley versus Dragunov kicking off NXT?
That shit was some hate, bitches. You already know. You got that nigga. And you see the cracker behind me. He like, yeah, get cooking, nigga. Get cooking. And you got my man dragging off. You know that's the only white man well besides Tyler Great. But you know that's the only white man I represent on NXT. My man dragging off. But this shit was free money. They should have had these crackers wrestle on the pay-per-view, and then one of them fight Mello at the end, nigga. Damn, this shit was good. It was good as shit. These crackers was out here reversing every goddamn thing they could reverse, beating each other up, beating each other to hell. This is how you start a goddamn show, okay? This is how you start a goddamn show. You got that nigga dragging off, and you got that nigga Wesley fighting for their life to try to beat that nigga Mello for the title. Damn, this shit was good. Now, talk to Stick, because I got to find out what channel this game on.
So what we found out was we had 3 ninjas. So we have a 3 ninjas reboot.
You damn right.
So we just passed that. We talked about a whole bunch of hot garbage that followed this because you couldn't really follow this. So now we're all the way up to Chase You.
Chase You. Wait, hold on. Well, never mind. I'll go through the show for the people. What does y'all talk about after Dragon Lee and them niggas? What happened?
I'm not going back. Chase You, not? Andre and Dookie are in class.
Why not?
Thea going through the terrible 20s, apparently.
Angry, hating.
Thea and JC backstage hanging out. Some dudes start talking to them, making fun of them. JC and Thea kick their ass. Thea doesn't want to look like this anymore, meaning she will be in all black next week for her bad girl makeover, which we're all here for. But it's sad to see her go from Chase U. Is she gone? I don't know. Is she gonna have a change of heart eventually? We're not sure. But Cesar, what are your thoughts on Thea ditching class? Like Cesar back in the day in high school, ditching class to
Yeah.
hang out with some bitches.
Yeah, look. Did in high school. Okay. You can ditch high school. That's cool. Bitch, you on scholarship, okay? You don't want to have to pay for them fees, nigga, for you to take your dumb ass to class, okay? You don't want them problems. You don't want them problems. Paying for class and working full time, bitch. Let old Cesar tell you. Let old Cesar tell you. That shit is some fuckery, okay? You don't need that fuckery in your life. Take your dumb ass to class because you're getting paid to take your dumb ass to class. And when you got to pay, that stupid bitch ain't going to help you split the bill, okay? She ain't going to help your dumb ass, okay? Deal with your ignorant ass. Ask Bretsky. He's as old as your stupid ass is. That nigga don't want to pay. His parents, or he got some scholarships or some other shit. Them niggas pay. You don't want to pay. Take your stupid ass to class. Get them passing grades. And then hoe on the weekend like a regular college student, okay? Hoe yourself on the weekend. Take your ass to class Monday through Friday.
6, Chase U is dissolving before our eyes, but the one thing we can always count on is Dookie holding that MVP trophy. What did you think of this segment and Thea's transformation?
I like the segments. I mean, we all know what's gonna happen. She's obviously, I mean, she's a teenager. She's gonna go through it. So I mean, it's just a matter of time before, Dean Andre Chase, Papa Andre Chase comes and saves her in a bad situation, and she finally realizes, hey, this is something I need to get out of my system, and now I'm back on board with Chase U, and Dookie will take credit for it as it's like, hey, it was my idea. It's a good thing this happened. It brought us all together as a university. How we can all go through situations like this, adversity, and we can all come together. We're closer now. We're closer as a university. But like Cesar said, Thea got to get her ass to the class. That GPA starts dipping, she gonna be serving sloppy joes at the community hall there with the feeding those kids. And you thought those kids are making fun of you earlier? They're gonna make fun of you when you're serving them bad, horrible sloppy joes.
I want a sloppy Joe from a sloppy hoe. Up next, it's Lyra versus Dana Brooke with Jordan. Dana sucks, Chance. Book asks, what did Dana do to deserve this? Meanwhile, Lyra is looking real good in this match. Much credit to Dana. Dana healed now, so she's all in black. Lyra wins with big splash. Dana tries to attack her after the match, but Jordan holds her back. Kenzie with Eddie Thorpe. This is definitely not going to be on Hulu. He's tired of Dijak. Dijak appears on monitor. He's in Eddie's territory and whips a tree. Dirty Dom and Mello backstage. Dom calls him original for having his opponents face each other. Mello challenges Dom to a match. Dom says, talk to mommy. Sticks. Lyra versus Dana Brooke.
Yeah, I'm glad Dana's getting TV time because I mean, she's getting her but I mean this heel turn is just so cheesy. I mean, she's playing it up, but I mean, she did a good job of getting Lyra over. I mean, Lyra looked good in this match, and if that's her sole purpose of being down there to get the women's division over, good on you, because you're doing a good job of it. I mean, her next great feat is going to be getting her friend Jordan over because I mean, she seems like she's got potential. I mean, we'll just see how it goes in the ring. So I mean, that'll be her next big thing if she can make her look like $1 million.
Cesar, Lyra versus Dana Brooke.
Nigga. Nobody care about damn Brooke, bro. Don't nobody care about this bitch. We only care about that black bitch she with, and we care about this Irish bitch that Becky Lynch know. Okay, nobody care about Dana Brooks. She done had 18 million thousand opportunities in WWE. All right, the bitch been on Raw, SmackDown, NXT, went up to Raw, SmackDown, back down to NXT, and now she mad and shit. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Just get your bitch ass in the ring, hype up this talent like you should have, and let these bitches shine and get on with their life. Okay, that's all. That's all. You
Agreed.
gotta do that.
Heritage Cup Invitational match. We got Tyler Great versus Axiom. Metaphor chilling in the lounge with the whole new theme. Noam is in riding elephant in his wardrobe choice. Very fucking funny. Book loves it. The crowd chants Power Ranger at Axiom. So original. Fuck Florida. This match is great. We knew it was going to be Tyler making Axiom look great. Axiom not resting at all between moves and counters. Submission City here, but the match ends with a Tyler driver. 97. Sticks. Tyler Great versus Axiom.
Hell of a match to have in the middle of the show. I mean, normally NXT crowds don't really kind of ruin a match, but when they start doing the Power Ranger thing, it's just like, come on, guys. I mean, you guys should know how good Axiom is, and you got him in there with the man that we on the tripod call Tyler Great. You have him in there that we're gonna put on a banger of a match. I mean, they did the damn thing overseas. Now you're gonna get this here in the United States, and you're gonna start calling one of them a Power Ranger. I mean, come on. And the little added sprinkle of greatness was Noam Dar up there in the Meta Lounge and the riding that safari elephant. I mean, you had all that put into one great match and package. I mean, this was a hell of a match, and with that stuff, it was good too. I mean, you had the start and the middle that were just great of NXT, and I mean, like Cesar said with the opening match, I mean, you could have had this at No Mercy. I mean, this would have been freaking awesome to have at No Mercy, and we got it on free TV in a qualifying match, like a tournament match. So I mean, it was a hell of a good match.
And if they had this match at No Mercy, the good folks in California would not have been chanting Power Ranger. They would have been chanting Chiclets, Chiclets, Chiclets. Cesar, we got Tyler Great versus Axiom. What'd you think?
I mean, anytime this cracker Tyler Great is on your screen with talent, you know it's a missile. Okay. You really gonna chant Power Ranger? It's Axiom and Tyler Great. Axiom, who, if y'all been watching since NXT UK, a kid had bangers with Tyler Great on NXT UK. And as Axiom has bangers with Wesley, bangers with Nathan Frazier, banger after banger, like he should be. If his ass was pure white and pale as fuck, he'd be on SmackDown, just bringing out banger after banger after banger with them three crackers, because your boy is top dollar. Not no top dollar that can't go over the rope. A top dollar who can pull off luchador moves. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, crackers. You know what I'm talking about. The man is good in the ring. And so is that boy Tyler Great, the big, strong oi, as we call him. I mean, this was good shit. This was such good shit. Reverse, like once again, reversing each other, killing the game, having a great ass match, and then Tyler Great gets the dub at the end. So it's setting up for Peter Doom, Tyler Great, maybe ask him a three-way match to really see who wins Group A versus I don't know if we really even give a shit who wins Group B. But these three crackers that go off and have a banger of a match, I mean, Jesus Christ. They're fighting each other to the limit and having bangers, and ain't nobody mad. Ain't nobody mad. And yeah, this was another super, really great match that they had on NXT this Tuesday.
Well, we had, of course, Tyler Great, a tripod favorite. But up next, another tripod favorite. We had the Creed brothers with Ivy versus the Hard R's. That's right, folks. Book hating on the Hard R's for no reason. Hard R's came out flying. Los Lotharios on the NXT balcony. You gotta earn your championship. You just don't slip on a banana peel and get it. Book raccooning. Brutus Ball, Power Bomb, Double Team, Creeds win. Hank and Tank out, Crime Timers attack them. All kinds of mayhem, but we had a good tag team match, Cesar. Creeds versus the Hard R's.
It was good. Who don't like the Hard R? Who don't? You can't say if you like wrestling, you like them field ass niggas in your ring. I mean, they straight from the farm. They've been picking cotton. They've been on level up. They've been eating their ham sandwiches, drinking their grape soda. They've been training. They fought one-on-one. Them damn Hard R's been improving every week. And then they're going to fight the Creeds. They said last week, hey, we'll take y'all on. Nobody else in that locker room. They were talking shit. We fuck you up. We fuck you up. Blah, 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 blah. Hard R's was like, yo, next week, get your bitch ass in this ring. He was like, me and R, we gonna fuck y'all couches up. And they got out there, man. That's what they did. It was a great ass match. Great ass match. Of course, the Creed's gonna get on their winning ways. They're gonna get back to what they do. And it's gonna be Creeds versus the family. Technically family versus family. You know what I'm saying? But you can't be sleeping on these Hard R's. Them Hard R's, man, they will surprise you. You sleep on them. They will surprise your bitch ass. And it was a great match. Another great match. We all know NXT do great tag matches. Come on. They do great tag matches. We all know this. And this was one of those.
NXT, of course, incredible with tag teams, and they're looking to rejuvenate the entire tag team division here. Sticks, what'd you think of the Creeds versus the Hard R's? The Bedlam outside the ring?
Well, it's nice that Cotton Candy and the Cotton Picking Kid were able to come together and get the boys off the farm to put on another banger of a tag team match. I mean, that's what this was. I mean, like Cesar said, anytime you had the Hard R's on TV in a tag team match, these boys have not disappointed, which means we should get more of them. But unfortunately, we know what that means. It's going to be like another 4 or 5 months before we see them on our TV set. They got to go back down. Yeah, get back on the bus, get back onto the farm, make sure that those T-shirts that Mangria is selling on his website gets the cotton that's properly needed for him, so that way he can charge Cesar an arm premium. That way he can charge Cesar an arm and a leg for those soft cotton T-shirts like the man is wearing on our TV set here. But I mean, this was a great tag team match. I mean, the Creeds have shown that individually, but also as a tag team, they're one of the top tier tag teams in NXT. It's just a matter of time waiting to see what they're going to be like on the main roster. But at some point, they got to pull the trigger with the Hard R's on putting these guys on a tag team championship match and putting the titles on these boys, because I think there's a lot of miles to have with these guys as tag team champions, and let alone just miles to have them consistently on TV. And I hope they do it sometime, because this match is another reason to show why these guys can go in the ring, but also these guys can do really good outside the ring on promos. So, I mean, these guys hit out of the park again.
Very, very good. Up next, another Heritage Cup Invitational from the group Cesar doesn't care about. Nathan Frazier versus Tozawa. Frazier wins. Quick match, pretty good stuff. Shinsuke should have repped Japan, not Tozawa. Kenzie with Ali. Dragon Lee approaches. Wes says he's done. Leaves with some chick. I'm guessing it was his wife. Gigi attacks Blair for no reason. Sticks, what'd you think of Nathan versus Tozawa? And then Wesley taking his ball and his wife and goes home.
it's nice to see Tozawa on actual TV and not on Level Up. So I'll say that about that. And Wesley packing up and leaving with his gear and his wife. It's going to be interesting to see what happened. I mean, we kind of saw Wesley kind of go a different way after losing his North American championship. So does this mean that he's maybe going to get called up? I don't know. I mean, like we talked about, the guy can be the actual NXT heavyweight champion. So I mean, is this going to be he lost his smile, so he has to go away to refine his smile? Is it that, or does he got to go hang out with some rascals to go figure out what he needs to do next? I don't know, but it's an interesting plot twist with Wesley.
Cesar, Nathan Frazier versus Tozawa, and then Wesley picking up his ball, picking up his hoe, and going.
Yeah, that boy Nate said he won't go fast, Mom. He won't go fast. He don't know what to do with his hands in an interview, but he wouldn't go fast. Ain't nothing wrong with him, man. That boy cooking. Let him cook. Great redemption arc for him to be doing work, doing dirt. And yeah, Wesley, he want to go home and pick up his ball. I'm not mad at you, Wes, because Wes needs some time off. Okay, Wes been cooking for I don't know how long. Okay, pulling off bangers. He already got like 2 or 3 match of the year candidates since January, and it's August. Wes been cooking. He fighting everybody. He done whooped everybody monkey ass for that damn title. Wes need a break. Okay, everybody needs some PTO. Everybody needs some time off. Wes want to go home and have sex with his wife. Who am I to stop this man? Who am I to stop this man? Yeah, dance it. We're gonna get that sticks. We're gonna get that sticks. No. Save for later. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. But who am I to stop this man from going home and making relations with his wife, who came to pick him up? Okay. And if the bitch would have had a sandwich for him, I'd have been like, you gotta eat her ass from the back, Wes. I mean, she come to pick you up and have you a sandwich. It's like 9 o'clock at night. She's gonna pick you up with a sandwich. You got that right to her. I'm sorry, I got the game on. Fuck y'all. Y'all game was Thursday. My game's right now, and I'm drunk as shit, so I'm watching. But anyway, we talking about NXT, which is also in Florida. You damn right. That bitch would have had a sandwich for old Wes. I'd have been like, hey, bro, if you don't feel like eating her ass from the back, I got you. I'll come down there. This is for Wes, girl. Wes is chilling on the couch watching the game. Eat that ass from the back. From the back. You know what I'm talking about.
Turn this off, Little Zank. Up next is the main event.
This is for the children. Little Zank need to watch. He didn't learn how to eat that ass from the back. Okay. He gonna need that later in his life.
Zanka's his father. I'm pretty sure he's gonna get that lesson.
Zanka high ass ain't never ate no ass from the back. That nigga probably don't even foreplay. His drunk ass probably just, spits on it a couple times, gives her a little pokey poke, and then jams it up in there.
I cannot wait for Zanka in the chat to start going off on stories about he ate it from the back.
He been eating bitches' ass from the back while he's on stage performing with his fucking band, Cesar.
That nigga ain't never ate no ass from the back. He ate it regular
seen
style.
His beard? That's a beard that eats ass. No. Up next,
beard means you eat ass from the back. Beard means you.
The main event is
all right. To anybody listening to this bullshit, okay? When you listen to this part, and I know you do, because this cracker be getting views. Write in the comments on YouTube page.
They never do.
If you have a beard and you eat ass from the back, okay? Write that shit. JH, I know your bitch ass will write some crazy shit like I'll eat Shayna Baszler's ass from the back. Fuck you, nigga. Okay, with your troll ass, okay? But right, if you eat ass from the back, when you
Oh,
watch this
there's an
part.
exception. Jake has a beard. He just smells like ass. But like I said, moving on, the main event for the NXT Women's Championship, someone who I'd eat from the back, Tiffany Stratton, versus Big Tom Bex, the man.
The man.
Main eventing NXT. The crowd goes nuts for Bex.
Of course.
By the way, the ratings blew up after this as well. About to get hotter than Cholula Green, Vic. Book says they go to commercial with 5 minutes left. Becky showing Tiff no mercy here, but Tiff hangs with the man. Tiff even hits a swanton bomb. Crowd is on their feet as Becky locks in the armbar. I wonder if this was the plan all along for Tiff to mention former women's NXT champions and mentions Becky. Accident or game plan? This was main event worthy. A fight goes to the announce table.
I'm sorry. Tyreek Hill just got a touchdown for Tua. So that's on my fantasy squad. So I had to do that.
Sentons on Tiff on the announce table. Back in ring, Tiff escapes, disarm her. This is awesome, chance. Tiff misses the prettiest moonsault ever into the manhandle slam. Becky Lynch wins the NXT Women's Championship. I can't falter on that. It was a great match, Cesar. What did you think of the main event of NXT this week?
Bro.
Evo.
Bro. These bitches was cooking, okay? Okay? They was cooking. It was like, hold up. Let him cook. Bex been on some shit, bro. Because we all know Bex was cooking in that steel cage match with Trish on that last pay-per-view. And then she came down to NXT and cooked it up again with Sangria's, beat Skeet and leave. Tiffany Stratton. You know what I'm saying?
That's a shirt.
Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with old Tiff, okay? Okay. I mean, come on. I put a little snow in this chocolate cone. You know what I'm saying? She gave me a shot at the title. I'd win that shit too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm saying. But she was out here. She was out here representing like she should. She was doing work. She was doing dirt. And her and Beggs had a good old match, bro. I mean, it went the distance, It wasn't no quick bullshit. They gave that girl Tiff a real chance, to defend her title. She was just up against the big time, man. They want to get the big time, the old super grand slam, the win every title bullshit that they got going on. I mean, everybody doing that shit. Miz done did it twice. Finn Balor done it. You know what I'm saying? Charlotte done it. Sasha done it. You know what I'm saying? Bayley done it. Now they had to give it to old big time. She had to do it. And that's good. It's good for NXT to get more eyes down there. That old big time got the title now. And she's gonna be fighting bitches, doing work, doing dirt. Then apparently her and Ilya are cool because they both from the Ireland and they gonna be fighting and shit. Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. It's all good. It's all great. But I thought this was a really good match. This match did deserve the main event. This was a classic. They put on a really, really, really fucking good show, and won't nobody mad at that shit. And at the end of the day, that girl Bex is like your boy, bringing home the gold, beating bitches down, because that's what we do. And you check out Sunday Skeet on Sangria Fuel's YouTube page. You can see me, the new Fujiweight champ, beating bitches' asses, just like Big Time Bex on NXT. Me on Sunday Skeet. Yeah, you know. All right, Fuji. All right, I got you, Fuji. I'll bring you back later.
All right, Sticks. What did you think of the main event of NXT?
This might have been Tiffany Stratton's greatest match she's had in her career so far. And to have that go against such an accomplished woman in WWE, that says something about the potential of Tiffany Stratton. I mean, first off, to allow her to have her have a match with Becky, to be able to have that confidence in her, to allow her to do that, and then have that in the main event is one thing. But to be able to go out there and to go with Becky Lynch is a whole other thing. I mean, this was a good match. I mean, to have that's the good thing about WWE is that when you have like your top superstars and they're not really doing anything on the main roster, like story wise. Instead of just having them kind of just being there, you can bring them down. Like Becky really didn't have anything going on with Trish, but they already it seemed like they already knew it. Like they weren't going to have anything going on. So they had like, cotton picking kid playing them seeds with Tiffany. Like, hey, former NXT champion Becky Lynch. Oh, she didn't win it? Oh, that's my bad, Bex. So what'd you think was gonna happen? You goaded the goat herself into coming down to acknowledging you, and you start showing up on Raw. You show up at a premium live event, and then you bring her down to your territory. But the thing of it is, Becky Lynch was there before you. Becky's had some wars down there in NXT. So she brought her down and she matched Becky move for move. She made one mistake with missing the prettiest moonsault ever. And then the man nailed the manhandle slam and his new NXT Women's Champion. It was a good match. It was a really good match. And like I said, I think it's Tiffany Stratton's greatest match she's had so far. That's not to say she won't have anything better down the road, but I mean, this is a high bar for her right off the bat.
Mm-hmm. Incredible progress shown from Tiffany Stratton and how she's improved, hanging with the man, main eventing NXT. It's only uphill from here from Tiffany Stratton, unless she gets paired with Dana Brooke. But I digress. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. I didn't watch shit. Sticks, you want to cover AT-Dub for us?
The only thing you need to know is you had Roddy versus Mojo, main event. Winner gets MJF. The work Roddy's doing with that fucking neck, that neck brace, being able to bring the Kingdom, being able to bring Taven and Bennett along, dabbling in two storylines, messing with MJF while also being able to still play the sympathy card with Adam Cole, which at the end of the match, Roddy lost. He lost to Joe. And, it looked like he's getting ready to ditch the Kingdom. Then Adam Cole comes out. Roddy sees him. And like he just got shot in the streets. He hits that ring. My neck. They do the whole 9 yards. They bring out the stretcher. The doctors are all looking at him. He's like, oh, my neck. And every once in a while, he's like, Adam, where are you, Adam? Adam, I can't see you. You had Bennett and Taven doing their group, doing the best friends thing. Bennett telling him, Cole, this is your fault. This is your fault. They're wheeling Roddy away. Adam Cole's going up the ramp. Samoa Joe ain't done yet. Samoa Joe attacks Adam Cole because Samoa Joe told MJF, I'm coming for everything. Everything. And he attacked Adam Cole, his brochacho, the brochacho, and said that again in the camera. MJF, I'm coming after everything. So that's the one thing I thought was the highlight of that. Outside that, my other highlight for ATW happened on Saturday night. Well, it was Britt Baker versus Chris Statlander in the for the TBS Championship main event of Collision.
Wow.
They suckered me in, Mangria. I thought Britt was gonna win it. She went old school. She pulled out the angel rings that she used to do when she was on the indies. fucking hit the curve stomp. I thought it was Dunsky's. I thought we were gonna get a new TPS championship champion. I thought the Doctor DMD. I thought she was back. I was like, hey, we getting the Doctor. She's gonna be taking her rightful spot. She's gonna have gold around her. Nope. Nope. She went for the Pittsburgh Sunrise. Didn't happen. Chris Statlander retained, and it was a good match. I mean, it's one of the better women's matches I've seen in ATW, and that just shows you. I mean, Britt Baker out here making women look like $1 million. I mean, Chris Statlander's not bad, but can you imagine what Britt could do if he had a legit, really good women's wrestler in the ring with her? I mean, that shit would be a banger. But I mean, that was a hell of a good match. Oh, we had a Scorpio Sky sighting on Collision. He took on Andrade El Idolo. And it was a good match too. I mean, both these guys were cooking. I mean, it was a good match. And Collision, I'm telling you, boys, Collision's starting to pick up a little bit. It's starting to pick up since they took out the trash. So, I mean, it was good. Those are the three things. One good thing on Wednesdays, it's MJF, the whole thing going around MJF and Adam Cole with everybody around them. But Collision's cooking, man. I mean, they're cooking, and it was they might be picking up a little bit, just a little bit, but they're picking up a little bit.
Well, Cesar, I gotta get your take, my man, on the weekly coverage of ATW. What did you partake in?
Sangria. Sticks, if you didn't watch Wednesday, y'all missed some highlights. Okay.
That's the last thing I thought Cesar would say.
Y'all missed some highlights. First of all, our boy, the GOAT, the legend himself. No, not a Cam. I'm talking about Ricky Starks. Came out top of the show. Now he's managing Big Bill, so maybe Big Bill gets some wins.
Good boy.
Probably not, because he's fighting John Moxley.
Oh no, he's not winning.
But Ricky Starks is back on Dynatrash, not Collision, not I don't even know what that bullshit is on Friday anymore. He started the show. He's a manager, and Big Bill came out to his music. Taz was already like, "This is the most hype manager I ever seen." Came out, did his pose with a management title. He even was beating John Moxley's ass in the ring with a shoe. Nigga took a shoe off. It was beating John Moxley's bloody ass.
That's the Puerto Rican. That's the Puerto Rican in him.
That's the Puerto Rican in him.
Chocolate.
Then was beating Daniel Bryan's bitch ass. Oh, it was good. It was good. It was good. We had Ricky Starks, our man, the legend himself there. We also got now you can do it. Now you can do it, Sangria. Our boy, the captain, sending DMs to that old cracker, I don't know, whatever, Nick Wayne, to his mama. She needed to post more bikini pics. She needed to put that sexy ass back out on the tube because Christian trying to be Nick Wayne's stepdaddy.
Hey, so Christian got a beard, Cesar. Christian got a beard.
No, he do. The captain, but he the captain. Captain can do whatever the fuck he want, okay? Because he's captain. He captain told that bitch. Put some DMs in there. But then he fighting Sting and Darby at Grand Slam. So
oh no, that's not good.
That's an L. I mean, it's just we all know what's gonna happen there.
Wait, is Sting's dad dead?
Hopefully, but you know, I don't know if Dracula's actually dead. I don't know. I don't know if Dracula's actually dead. These myths And Sting's vampiric ass has been around for so long, but who gives a fuck? But then like I said, y'all heard in the chat, I don't know what these bullshit stats are. Just like Tony banned 10,000 tickets. Fucking Brian Cage's bitch ass 40, 45, and 14.
Oh my god.
45? Nigga, where? Nigga, what became with the illest man in the land?
That's
Prince.
his WWE 2K23 record. He's been playing video games.
Yeah, Prince. No.
Oh, here we go.
Fighting Hangman. Hangman ain't had no fucking funny intro. Bullshit. But yeah, when Swerve came out with that song, real right, there right, Swerve hitting that shit sticks. Real right, there right, Swerve hitting it stop. Swerved out, yeah, man, swerved out, don't hit it, swerved out, don't hit it, swerved out, real right, hey, swerve, hit it now, swerved out.
Now it's time to talk about Impact.
Hell no, we ain't done yet. Damn, Prince now getting it in the ring. In the ring, them hoe ass young cucks had to come ruin that. As soon as I was like, all right, they ruined this, I ain't gonna watch it no more. Oh, Don Callis was backstage talking to Renee. And he was talking to
man,
the one and only Danny Garcia. Hitting that shit. Yeah, hit that shit sticks. 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 Renee was loving it. Hit that shit. Yeah, hit that shit. Yeah, we had Prince Nana and Danny Garcia hitting that shit on the same damn show. I don't know who was cooking, but somebody was cooking. Okay, these are just the highlights. The wrestling was terrible because I didn't watch that women's match, but the backstage and the highlights was gooder than a bitch. Also, we had an MJF backstage promo doing Steiner math. Come on, son. MJF back here. Now I had to call Scott, and I said, Scott. Now I know you had the 18 Asians and the 3 drunk niggas because we've been over that in an episode before. And Scott was like, "Yeah, man, had to let him to MJF. He was paying." I was like, "You got it, fam. You got it, Slime. I just had to know. And MJF out here doing Steiner math. And what we had Danny Garcia hitting that shit, Prince Nana hitting that shit, Steiner math hitting that shit, the Cap, and Ricky Stocks. This was a pretty lit show. It was a pretty lit show. Besides the wrestling, like I said, the wrestling was trash. Pretty lit show. And then even had Anna Jay and that butt meat out there during a match. I was not mad on Wednesday. Y'all could have been mad. I wasn't mad. I got some good butt meat, some Steiner math, 2 dances, and the captain with Ricky Starks. I don't know how they packed it in 2 hours. I just don't know how they packed all that bullshit in 2 hours. And you know what? It's fine by me. There's old Cokezilla here. Old Cokezilla. That cracker right there. He had somebody on his staff cooking. I know he didn't put this show on because his whole ass can't put no show on like this. So whoever he got writing, you read the thumb up of the week from old Caesar, you crack up bitch.
We own the night, not trying to get a copyright violation here now. We getting Styx's drip act of the week.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time. No. And now it's time, ladies and gentlemen, for the Tripods Drip Pack of the week. And we're talking about Impact 1000 tonight, peoples. Great intro, recap of all 1,000 episodes, all the history that Impact TNA Wrestling has had. Scott D'Amore in the ring brings out Gail Kim, big titty chunky hoe in front row, I noticed. Knockout division retrospective. Angelina Love and Velvet Sky, the beautiful people, come out.
Oh,
I love the entrance. Cameraman beat off immediately afterwards. They talk shit to Gail, calls all the other women on the video security footage from Walmart. Very funny. Tashantaraj out, gross. Compliments, then insults the beautiful people. Jordan Grace out, Deanna Peraza out. It's a lot of talking, people. Trinity, Awesome Kong with Jihad, Tasha Steeles, Mickey James. There is a Knockouts tag match for next week scheduled. All these bitches fighting 5-on-5. This took a good portion of the beginning of Impact 1000 because of all the promos and stuff. What did you think, Sticks? We had Impact 1000, the retrospective, the women coming out, Scott D'Amore being fat. What did you think of the whole beginning of Impact?
Scott D'Amore being fat.
Well, like you said, one of the first things I saw was the big titty chick in the front row of the camera shot that was every fucking camera shot, by the way.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was nice. I thought it was really good, the retrospective they did, given the shine we've talked about how Impact Wrestling is embracing their women's division, their Knockouts division. They've had them main event a lot of their pay-per-views, and they're bringing it to the forefront of the episode 1000. The beautiful people, Angelina Love, Velvet Sky. These women were ahead of their time. I mean, this was so good. You had Trini Gaga coming out with her version of the beautiful people, which, yeah, they are, by the way. Then it brought out everybody. I mean, this was nice, a nice mixture of past and present. I mean, Impact knows how to hammer home, like what is really good for their program and what has been good for their program. Their Knockouts division has been spectacular, second only to WWE. It's nice that they gave the proper amount of time to allow all the women come in and not only talk about their accomplishments, but also hype up a pretty good looking episode 1001 coming up next week. I mean, that 10-woman tag match next week got a lot of superstars in it, and I hope they give it, which I know they will. They'll give it the proper amount of time to cook. I mean, it's gonna be an all-star match.
You know, if the board of directors were making this match, they would make it an elimination tag match. That would be awesome. I'd want to see who the last woman standing is, but you got to imagine it's going to be first pinfall or submission will end the matchup, but I digress. Caesar, we need your carpet of the week. We kick off Impact 1000 with bitches and hoes. What'd you think?
Oh, this shit was beautiful. Like them beautiful bitches that came out after Gail Kim, who was also, she can still get it. Yeah. Old fat ass Team Canada cracker brought his stupid ass out there talking about some bullshit. Then introduced old Gail Kim, who brought her Asian ass to the ring. You know what I'm saying? Looking like a mean plate of General Tso's with some soy sauce and 2 egg rolls with some duck sauce on them. She was looking good. And then, of course, to follow her was 2 beautiful bitches. I mean, the blonde bitch, she looked old. But that whole Velvet, she looked like she ain't aged a day, girl. Ooh.
Hey, did you guys know that her and Bully Ray used to date?
Did not know that.
Yeah, I think like 3 or 4 years ago they were dating.
Yeah, they were on Impractical Jokers together.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Bullet because he was hitting some prime shit then. And then, everybody else came out, Lil Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Little the not a beautiful people, but the quintessential diva bitch and her little crackers came out. And then old Trinity, older Deanna Perrazzo. Yeah. And then at the end, well, that one bitch came out talking about she beat the greatest. She's the greatest because she beat the greatest of all time. But then, old Milford James, yeah, girl, yeah, that's the Impact Cholula Green right there. She sashayed her country ass out there, looking good in that full body suit, walking her ass out there. Yeah, there plenty of women out there representing for the knockouts, Impact knockouts over the years. You know what I'm saying? They probably a certain time. I think when Gail Kim and them was there. I think if you go back and look, them knockouts would give these broads at NXT probably a run for their money. Especially when NXT was cooking. They're always cooking with the women. But when they were cooking, probably give them a run for their money. I mean, that was a good amount of bitches in the ring right there, who've all been knockout champion and all been cooking at one time. But yeah, it was a great intro. They all talk their talk, get their stick 316 in. You know what I'm saying? And then yeah, they set up for a match. Next week, which we can all watch. I didn't have a problem with it running long. They all had to get their time in. They all had to get their talk. And hey, this shit was great.
Up next, we had EY, a little short segment. EY with Aces and Eights, Shark Boy, Santino. Shark Boy is Director of Authority? Question mark. And then this was awesome. Of course, me being a newly minted fan of Impact Wrestling, I got to see my first ever Feast or Fire ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit, this is new to me. Ring is surrounded. Can I get a Joe? Yeah.
Joya!
PCO's old ass flies out of the ring. 90% of the male roster out here trying to get these briefcases. Chris Bay nabs the number 3 briefcase. Massive clusterfuck bomb during commercial picture-in-picture. Crazy Steve yanks the number 1 briefcase and stabs Myers with a fork.
Yeah.
The gay gets homo with Sand Ninja in the corner. Knight and Kushida doing cool shit. Yuya grabs number 4, plays keep away from Sammy with Joe Hendry. The gay tries to homo PCO, but he wasn't having it. Nope. Sammy pulls PCO down off turnbuckle, crashing on the apron. Knight assists Frankensteiner's Black Taurus along with Steve McLean, got number 2 down, and then gored by Rhino, sending the case outside, to which Moose claims it. And next week, we're going to find out what's inside all 4 of these briefcases. Who's going to get fired? Who's going to get opportunities? Caesar, Feast, or Fire?
This is a great match besides, the fired part. But yeah, four briefcases above the fucking ring. Everybody up in there. There's tag teams in there. There's just singles guys in there. They're all singles, but they're on a tag team. 3 opportunities. So 3 possible title shots. 1, you got to get the fuck out of here, match. This shit is great. It's a great concept. And the match went off as what you thought it was. It was a car wreck, but like controlled car wreck, You don't have to grab them in order. You grab them when you grab them. Yeah, but you have to exit the ring with it, which is super great. Because old boy got that briefcase down and got gored by Rhino and flung it out. And old dumbass Moose caught that shit on the outside. And he was outside of the ring. So it counts. And oh my God, this match was good. they cooked this episode. They really cooked. They thought this shit out. Why not have a feast and fired match during this? And oh my god, yeah, I can't wait till next week because I gotta know. I gotta know who's fired. I gotta know.
Sticks, I gotta apologize to you, buddy. For years, I was making fun of Impact Wrestling. Years, I would shit on Impact Wrestling, not knowing what I've been missing. What Ultimate X matches, Feast or Fire matches, the X Division alone, the Knockout Sticks. What the fuck have I been missing, brother? What did you think of Feast or Fire? Of course, you know how it goes. And you're used to this. Man, I wish this was a mode in 2K23. Tell us, wax on Feast or Fire, sir.
Impact does gimmick matches really well. There's one other match you need to know about. Monsters Ball is another great match that Impact does. Like you said, Ultimate X. Ultimate freaking X. The X Division. You hang an X on the top. You have to scale, grab that, and land with it. Feast or Fired. 4 cases. You got to climb up there, grab a case. You don't just land in the ring and you win. Nah. You got to get that shit out the ring and get onto the ground. Great match. This was, like Cesar said, it was chaos, but it was controlled chaos. You had singles guys. You had tag teams competing against as singles. I mean, they had 3, I believe they said 3 championship opportunities. Tag team, digital media, and I believe the heavyweight, because next week, we have, we'll talk about it next week with the X Division. And then the one that you hope you don't get. You get fired. You get a pink slip. But also, we almost got close. We almost got close to Cesar not watching wrestling anymore. Someone got stabbed. Like, someone got stabbed in the fucking ring. Myers got stabbed. I mean, we don't know. He damn near almost bled outside the ring. Thankfully, they got him patched up and he was able to celebrate with Moose at the end. But, I mean, great match. You had a return in Rhino. I mean, he gored Macklin, which caused Macklin to lose his briefcase because Macklin put Rhino on the shelf. Rhino had been competing because Macklin put him on the shelf. So we had that intertwined. Chris Bay, he got a briefcase. So we only hope that Chris Bay has that tag team championship opportunity. And we get the A, the B to the C, baby. And we gonna get them hopefully against the Rascals. The one thing we didn't, what you saw, Joe Hendry tossed that briefcase to Yuya, allowed him to get out there. I mean, if that doesn't tell you that Joe Hendry believes in Yuya. I mean, there's so many different things. I mean, each person that got a briefcase are part of a tag team. Bay with Ace Austin, Yuya with Joe Hendry, and Moose with Myers. The only one that didn't was Crazy Steve. So you have 4 people.
His ass is fired.
3 opportunities. Well, that's the thing. You want to say
I hope it's Crazy Steve who's getting fired.
You want to say it's Crazy Steve, but Impact might throw that fucking curveball. They might throw that curve. Maybe
firing Moose. That cracker with Joe Hendry. They ain't firing that cracker with Joe Hendry. Come on, son.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they throw a curveball. I mean, it really wouldn't. I mean, they could say that they're fired and then give them a little bit of time off. Hell, maybe Chris Bay and Ace Austin are going back overseas, New Japan. We just don't know about it. So maybe they're going to fire him. Who knows? But I mean, the greatness of this match. Like I said, Impact with gimmick matches, Feast or Fire, Ultimate X, Monsters Ball, just to name a few. This was another, I mean, they nailed those out of the ballpark. They nailed this one out of the ballpark. Impact 1000, Feast or Fire. Great, great gimmick match they had on episode 1000.
Such good shit, pal. Speaking of Sand Ninjas, they in the ring bragging about oil money or some shit. Out comes Team 3D. Devon takes a break from liking freaky shit on Twitter or X, whatever. He all fired up. Tag match starts. Caesar 316. 3D to win. Bully powerbomb one of those fools through a table. All around a good nostalgia act for Impact fans. Rascals eating in hallway, fucking with Josh Alexander. Josh Alexander to the ring. He waxes about Impact. Alex Shelley out. Feathers are ruffled. They go back and forth. Good promos. Rascals jump him. Shelley abandons Josh as he gets jumped again.
Yep.
Sticks. Team 3D taking out the Sand Ninjas.
Yes, we had Champagne Singh and a returning Rohit Raju. This was, they're out there talking. You knew what was going to happen. You knew who they were getting served up to. You cued the music. Bully, Devon, oh, my brothers, testify. Like you said, they were able to play the hits. They picked up the dub. Somebody went through a table. Such good shit, pal. Everybody, they played the hits. Everybody went home happy. We got the return of Rohit. I don't know if that means he's actually back, or if he just showed up for Impact 1000. Great, because these guys, Daisy Hit Squad, they were a tag team. They're all right. I mean, they're all right. They didn't set the world on fire with the oil, but I mean, they were all right. They're all right. So, I mean, it was a nice little, they were served up properly to allow Team 3D to play the hits.
And I want to know your thoughts, Sticks, on a possible angle where they have Shelley and Alexander team up to go after the Rascals.
Oh, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that will. I mean, Josh Alexander threw it out there because they were making fun of how he was like 10 pounds lighter, didn't have that championship. But Josh said, I'll take both of you on. I can see Josh going 1-on-2 because the man is building the momentum. He's the Iron Man of Impact. So what do? You put the man who is the walking weapon against the tag team. Now, maybe you do have Shelley in there because, I mean, Shelley did slither away instead of helping out. So maybe do that and it helps build it. But I think you could do 1-on-2, and I think Josh, it would allow Josh to look strong. I mean, it'd hinder the Rascals in their tag team to be beaten by one guy. But, I mean, I think you could do it either way. But, I mean, probably going to get Shelley and him. Maybe Shelley walks out and somebody shows up and tags, becomes a tag partner for him. Who knows? But, I mean, like you said, we're building towards Josh and Shelley. Alex was out there talking about how he defended his championship. But Josh was like, that's nice. But you didn't beat me when I gave you your opportunity at my championship. So that's always there. It was a banger of a match. These guys are going to put on another great match whenever it happens. And if we get a tag match with those two against the Rascals, I mean, it'll be good. It'll play its purpose. And I mean, the Rascals are playing good heels, and Shelley's stepping it up as that heel champion. So it was a great segment.
My WWE brain thinking they're gonna have Josh and Shelley tag against the Rascals, and Josh is gonna abandon Shelley when Shelley reaches out for a tag in desperation just to pay him back. But like I said, poisoned by WWE. Caesar, what did you think of Team 3D versus the Sand Ninjas?
Oh yeah, them two oil hungry sand niggas. Yeah, Team 3D. Come on, Devon came back. Devon was looking like he ain't missed a beat, man. Like he ain't been in the background, just like cooking some shit up. Devon came out there. He was good, hitting the spots. Hitting the west side, getting the tables, hitting them 3Ds like they used to, and putting that other sand nigga through a table and shit. They look good. They look good. I won't mad at it. I won't mad at that shit. Not one a bit of.
What do you think of the situation building between Josh Shelley and the Rascals?
Yeah, no, this was good cooking. This was good cooking. You got Josh Alexander, you got Alex Shelley. They talking that trash. They definitely got to fight, for the title. They got to do the work. They got to get out there, But from what y'all talking, yeah, I mean, what if it was like, both of them want to take on the Rascals 1-on-2? Because obviously Shelley wants to prove he's better than Josh, but Josh is the Iron Man. He is the what the walking weapon. But let's just say Josh couldn't do it. They cheat. Josh couldn't do it. Then Alex Shelley goes, "I'm gonna show your bitch ass how to do it because I'm the heavyweight champion." And then that other cracker from Machine Guns,
David.
yeah, maybe Saban comes out there and helps. Maybe just a little trip up in the ring or something. Or comes out there. I'll watch your back because it is 2-on-1. I'm gonna watch your back. And maybe Cracker does get the dub just to fuel that next promo that they have. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep it interesting, just to keep the fuel going. It was like, well, how you gonna fight me? You couldn't even beat them dumbass Rascals. And yet I've beat them with a tag partner. And now I've beat them by myself. So yeah, you never lost a title, but I'm out here doing shit you can't do. Just to keep, that's my WWE brain. Trying to keep it going, but we all know Impact is different. They got their own flow, their own style, and I ain't hating, baby. But I do like it that they had the little conversation in the ring, and then them dumbass Rascals came in there. So we know somebody gonna fight them Rascals. They either gonna fight them both 1-on-1 over the weeks, or 2-on-1, or what the fuck ever. But I ain't mad at it.
Damn Rascals.
The damn Rascals.
Eddie and Alicia versus Frankie and Tracy, the match I've been waiting for since this fucking thing started. I was like, this is gonna happen. They just saved it for Impact 1000. These four had an orgy. They're very comfy with each other.
Twice.
Always fighting on screen, and they be fucking off screen. Alicia with the tornado DDT to Kazarian on the outside. Eddie and Frankie should just tag each other. They should just tag with each other. They've always tag teamed each other's wives already. What the fuck? Ref allowed Kaz to pin both Alicia and Eddie. Stupid bitch. That's what he said when he got fucking Alicia. Yeah. Eddie tries to package stunner Tracy. Tracy hits X Factor to counter. Fade to black. Tracy pins Alicia. Frankie says, we celebrate 1,000 episodes tonight, but we also celebrate this. It was a video tribute to Tracy. She will be inducted into the Impact Hall of Fame at Bound for Glory. And Tommy Dreamer is happy. Cesar, what'd you think? Eddie and Alicia versus Frankie and Tracy.
Yeah, this was a good ass match. And then so I was watching, I was like, oh, it's not like WWE rules. The bitches can fight the crackers in the ring. I was like, because old Tracy was trying to put it to the boy, hit him, I think, even with try to hit him with a little Frankenstein or some shit like that. And then they were pulling each other from the ring post. And I was like, why would she care if she pulled her from the ring post if Frankie's trying to tag out? Because they both had to come in. But no, it was super good. It was super good. I like that style. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Let these bitches try to fight these men. Man, they independent, man. They bad bitches on their own. They want to fight. Put them in the ring. Ain't nothing wrong with that shit. And then old Tracy, the OG knockout, out here doing it up, doing work, doing the Lord's work. You know what I'm saying? On a Thursday, out here kicking ass, taking names and bullshit. And yeah, the right team won. They got that dub. And then an old cracker Kazarian get on that mic. Nigga talking about we're gonna put her in the hall. I ain't know the bitch won't in the hall. Bitch should have been in the hall. What taking so long? Huh? What's really taking so long?
Huh?
But yeah, they're gonna put her in the hall. They're gonna put her in the hall and shit as she deserves. She been in there cooking up a storm. You know what I'm saying? She was doing her work when she did and left the game great as she did. So yeah, as she should. Put that bitch in the hall. Put a jersey in the rafters.
Sticks. We got a
Next
big
mellow.
tag we've been waiting for a while. After they got done fucking pre-match, they went out to the ring and had a match. What did you think of it?
This was a good match. It's 2023. At some point, we need AEW and WWE to go ahead and look at it and be like, these women can wrestle with the men. I mean, there's ways that you can do this without severely hurting women. I mean, it's all over the indies. I mean, it's happening. You know, Impact just showed you can do it. There's ways you could do this and still have a really good match. And this was one of them. I mean, they had the right amount of girls against the girls, but also the right amount of a female mixing it up with the male. I mean, you had a lot. I mean, Alicia looked okay. I mean, she looked okay. They did it good. They did it right. And like Cesar said, the right team won. The surprise, because I think there's only one woman in Impact's Hall of Fame, and I think it's Gail Kim.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to have Tracy Brooks be the second woman in Impact Hall of Fame, I think it's fitting. Overdue, but I love that they did it on 1000 because she was an integral part in the Knockouts division. She showed up. She could still do some moves. She could still wrestle a little bit. So she was able to do that. But I mean, good match and awesome post-match announcement segment going down memory lane and announcing that she was going to be inducted to the Impact Hall of Fame. So they hit out of the park again.
Up next is the main event for the X Division Championship. It's Lio Rush versus Chris Sabin Ambrose. Sabin was in the first main event of TNA, and now the 1,000 episodes later, he back in. Leo replicates what had happened at Slammiversary to Sabin. He's okay this time. He bringing it. Puts Leo in a very unique submission. Leo is very resilient. I guess they were saving the good match for this night. Leo all over the eyes of Sabin. I like how cocky Leo is after every move he pulls off. He's got to dance and do some shit like point and laugh and fuck with the crowd after everything he does. Sabin clotheslines the life out of Leo. Cradle shot gets 2 9/10. Sabin kicks out of the final hour frog splash. Second cradle shot did the trick. Sabin is now a 10-time X Division champion. Locker room empties to celebrate as Chris Sabin Ambrose is a 10-time X Division champion. Sticks, what did you think, man? You've been here since the beginning, possibly. What did you think of the main event of Impact 1000?
Like you said, Chris Sabin was in the first main event back in the day of total nonstop action, and is in the main event of Impact 1000. This is a hell of a match. I mean, these guys going back and forth. This is the match that we should have had back at Slammiversary. But we got here. I mean, we had Lio Rush as a champion that got us here. Chris Sabin had his rematch, had to jump through some hoops, took care of some tag team, did some other stuff, did some tag team matches, did some off singles matches, but we got here. This is a hell of a match. The near finishes. Sabin hitting that his boy's finisher, the shell shock into the cradle shock. I mean, this was hella good. I mean, getting out of the final hour. I mean, this was really good. This was damn near perfect way to have Impact 1000 go off the air. I mean, he's a 10-time record-breaking 10-time X Division champion, one of the pillars, one of the pioneers. And when you think of the X Division, in my opinion, when you think of the X Division, I think of three people. I think of AJ Styles,
Damn right.
I think of Samoa Joe,
You damn right.
and I think of Chris Sabin. Some
You damn
people would
right.
also say Christopher Daniels, which I wouldn't disagree. Christopher
You damn right.
Daniels did work in the X Division, and I have Chris Sabin stay with Total Nonstop Action / Impact Wrestling, and to see him being rewarded as being one half of possibly the greatest tag team in Impact Wrestling, but now a record-breaking 10-time X Division champion. I mean, it was great. It was a great way. And him and Leo, I mean, Leo goes out there and has great matches. When you have him in there with a man of Chris Sabin's skill and abilities, I mean, they main evented and it was properly slotted. They were the main event. And they put on a main event worthy match.
Sticks with the 5th consecutive time saying proper. Caesar, what did you think we had for the X Division Championship? Leo Rush versus Chris Sabin. And where do you think Leo Rush is going to go from here? Because he's for sure retiring and moving on.
I have no idea where he's going back to. I don't know. Maybe Tripp's taking back. Maybe, who knows? But no, this was a really good match. With what happened at Slammiversary, you had to have this match here because it would have not have made sense for Chris Sabin to win the match at Slammiversary. And then, like, as much time has been through for Leo to kind of like want a rematch for some reason and then lose it here. I'm still kind of salty that Kushida traded in his X Division challenge because, I mean, let's be honest, man. Kushida versus motherfucker because he won it. That shit is some fucking money. We both know both of these guys can go. Not to say that the Kushida Leo match wasn't good. But you know, for another important event, it would have been smoking as well. But no. I mean, this is really good. And you know, 10-time X Division champion. He's submitting himself there. I mean, no, say he's goated, man. He's goated. He's been there, yeah. He's been there fighting. What was it? He was fighting for like a #1 contendership for the X Division Championship, episode 1, and now is X Division champion for the 10th time, episode 1000. But yeah, it's honestly like Stick said, dude. It's Sabin, it's AJ, it's Samoa Joe, and yeah, some Christopher Daniels. Those 4 guys put the X Division on the. You know, if you got to round it out with a top 5, you got to go Petey Williams too. If you're rounding it out for a top 5, you got to go Petey Williams. Because when Petey Williams was running the X Division, that's when he first debuted the Destroyer, which, you know, motherfucker shit on now today. But when he was running that shit in TNA, it was like move of the year for like 3 years in a row. And he brought that shit in the X Division Championship match. And he didn't look back because that shit was missile. It was fucking money. And I think he had like one of the longest reigns because he was snapping motherfuckers with that shit with the X Division Championship. But yeah, this was a great main event. 2 guys who know what they're doing in the ring. 2 all-stars. Super good. I cannot be mad at the main event because this was worthy of the main event. It was great. And yeah, either one of these guys could have won, and I wouldn't have been mad at it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The weekly wrestling has been reviewed. Be sure to check out weekly APPW content as well. We got Dynamite. We got Sunday Night Skeet. Check it out. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. Let's have as many people get offended as possible. We're here to entertain. Check it out. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, we do what we do best. And we give that big ups to Stallion Pete.